Pen-blwydd hapus I mi, pen-blwydd hapus I mi, pen-blwydd hapus I li, pen-blwydd hapus I mi. Un wythnos late. Your gal is 20. Woo! That means nothing in this country. It means I'm legal to drink in Korea, but basically means nothing in this country. Although I graduate at 20. So that's a scary thing to look forward to this year. Woo! Actually, I graduate in 2020. I finish university in 2019. But the government says you have to be in university for a certain amount of time when you can't graduate, so our graduation is delayed, like, for 3 months after we finish. Thanks, government. Hey guys, it's Lee, and as you can tell by the title of this video, for once I'm gonna be talking about my birthday. For those of you who are new to my channel, I do not celebrate my birthday anymore due to a lot of childhood trauma. Basically, a lot of my friends and family for the majority of my life have deliberately tried and succeeded at ruining my birthday. So I just fully gave up on celebrating it. My 18th was spent, I spent a couple of hours with my best friend and my sister, but for the most part I was in bed watching Disney films, which sounds like a really cool birthday, but it was my 18th. And just a couple months before, I'd been ditched by all of my friends just after I was diagnosed with EDS. So like, I was kind of feeling down, and you know, way to kick a girl when she's down. Thanks. Last year, I went out to celebrate a friend's birthday, and it just so happened to fall around when my birthday was, and I actually had a lot of fun. So this year I decided to celebrate it. I have really great friends and an amazing boyfriend, and I had a great time. But we're not gonna talk about what went on. The title of this video is 20 things to do at 20, which I think is really, really cool. For those of you who know when my birthday is, just think about when my birthday fell, and now think about the title of this video. How cool! Okay, I did a video before I turned 16 of all the things I wanted to do before I turned 16. Some of them are flops, some of them are not. But in my diary, I actually want to read you everything that I wrote in my diary on my birthday. So it's been about a week since I turned 20 now. Here we go. Dear diary, I had the best birthday ever. One I certainly won't forget, for all the right reasons. So I don't want to ruin my memories by writing it down. Instead, here is a list. 20 things for 20. This feels weird reading from my diary. Number 1, prioritize myself for a change. So I have always been told that I'm this really nice, kind person, and whenever anybody new meets me, that's the first thing that they say is that I'm really like sweet and lovely, which is great, but it's because I put everybody in my life before myself, because I feel at my happiest when the people that I love and care about and the people around me are happy and at their happiest. So I'm always striving to make other people happy, and you know, if they have any problems, I'm always like, hey, here's an ear, here's an idiot. I'll listen to your problems for free. You don't need a therapist. Alongside that, I've also had to, for the last couple of years, prioritize my education over my health. So for 20, I have a couple of doctor's appointments already set up for the next couple of months, and I'm trying to get in control of my symptoms, shall we say. So I'm gonna start prioritizing myself. Not all the time. I don't think it's actually physically possible for me to like just care about myself and put myself as number 1 every day. That's insane to me. But I know there's people who do it. Narcissists. And as much as I like to call myself a narcissist, I'm really not. But every now and again, I'm going to try my best to put myself first and focus on my needs and my well-being just a little bit more than what I do. 2, go somewhere new. Now, I've been to a fair few countries in my time. France, Spain, Tenerife, Greece, almost went to Tunisia. That's how I ended up in Greece, because the shooting happened and they changed our flight. Cuba, not gonna talk about it. America, I went to Florida. Bulgaria, did I say Bulgaria? I've been to Bulgaria a lot. Wales, obviously. England, obviously. Scotland. Never been to Ireland though. Kinda need the 4th one so I can collect them all, you know? Pokemon style. Oh, Switzerland! Switzerland! I went went to Switzerland the beginning of this year with Jerry because that's where his family live. So that's cool. But I want to go somewhere new. I have only been abroad once the whole time I've been at uni, which seems ridiculous because everybody I went to high school with has been like backwards and forwards, like Prague and Amsterdam, like every 2 days. And I'm just here like, I went to Switzerland for a week during Christmas break. So I need to go somewhere new. 3, this might help me get somewhere new. Get a job! I have never even worked part-time. The only jobs I've had are acting and modelling and volunteer work. None of which count as getting an actual job. Or at least not in the eyes of my father. So, with graduation on the horizon, I need to get a job. 4, ride a bike. The physio actually gave me the all clear to ride a bike about 1.5 years ago. My knees are now straight enough that when I pedal, my knee won't bang into the frame like it used to. Yeah, I used to be that wonky, but the guy who was supposed to be taking me on a bike ride ended up sexually assaulting me and I cut him out of my life. So, need to, like, find someone else to rent bikes with. 5, drive! Now I don't actually have the go-ahead from the physio to drive, and even when I do drive, it's recommended that I use an automatic and not a manual. But if I could just get behind the wheel and drive. Because you know how everyone when they were kids would like drive on beaches? My parents didn't trust me with that. So the most I've done is sit behind the wheel of 2 stationary cars in car parks. One belonged to my friend Susie, the other one belonged to my really close friend Alex. You guys know Alex from Best Love. Now renamed the Sociables because 12 people left the group and there's just like a teeny little bit of us left now. So we're the sociable ones. Best Love still exists. It's just that Sociables is active. Best Love is like shouting into a chasm and just hearing echoes. I really want to drive. I know I probably shouldn't, and it might hurt a lot and also be probably very dangerous for anyone in the vicinity, but I want to drive. So I'm going to. 6 is read 20 books because 20 for 20, might as well do 20. Plus it's a really low number and like I'm struggling at the moment. I'm 6 books into my 25 for 2019 and we're almost in August. So, 20 books for 20. Woo! 7, have a passion project. I've had multiple passion projects my whole life, but I don't have one currently, and I haven't whilst I've been in uni, unless you count scrapbooking, which I don't, because scrapbooking is a way of life. So, it's slightly different. So I want to get a passion project, because I feel my best when I am throwing myself into something that I really care about. And I miss that. I miss being consumed by something and having like just the desire to spend every waking minute on it. And I know that might be a bad thing with my health and the fact that I need to nap and rest a lot, but passion projects, very important for life, very important for growth, and I want one. I want one. 8, lose some friends. Now I have done some cutting in my time. I've also been snipped off a fair amount. But recently a lot has happened and a lot of people have shown their true colours and I am too nice and too forgiving. Now we'll get to one later where like, this might be a bit questionable, but there are toxic people in my life that I want to cut out. I just need to grow a pair and do it. Woo! So, time to lose some friends. Watch out, it might be you. I'm kidding. Those people in my life know who they are, good or bad. So I don't need to tell you, you should already know if you're gonna get cut. It should be obvious because you've been a dick to me, so have a nice life. 9, get to know my sexuality. Now this seems like a really weird thing to put on the list considering I am in a committed, mature, stable, long-term relationship with an amazing, tall, handsome, gorgeous boy that is totally out of my league and I still don't know how I reeled that one in. But I want to get to know my sexuality. I wasn't a prude growing up, I've kissed my fair share of people, and my parents are always very open about like their relationship history, and things they went through as teenagers and as adults, and what they're still going through, because my dad dated somebody like 19 years younger than him, and she was only a couple years older than me, and that was a bit weird. But I don't know where to go from this, but I want to explore my sexuality. I feel like I haven't like given myself enough time to kind of find out who I am in that area of life, and I know my label. I know what I like, what I don't like. I know who I am, but I don't know why I'm like that. I know it's like biology, genetics, upbringing, environment, blah blah blah, nurture versus nature. I did psychology, but I want to know why I am the way I am, why I like the people I like, why I did the shit I did when I was a drunken teenager, you know? But also, I am a victim and a survivor of sexual assault and the R word, which I don't like to use. Everybody says when I describe the Cuba situation that that's what it was. That might be okay for you, but I personally don't feel like it fits my experience, so I don't use that word. I don't feel comfortable saying it. Probably because I know deep down that it was that, and I'm just not coming to terms with it, whatever. But it's easier for me to handle if I just treat it as a sexual assault rather than the R word. And because of that and all the other sexual assaults and harassment I've been through since then, I kind of just, I want to reclaim my body and find out more about myself and what I like and what I don't like. And it's all well and good exploring sexuality when you are single and you can go off with whoever. And it's all well and good doing it when you're in a relationship because you have somebody that you can do those things with. Guess whose camera died because she still hasn't invested in a second battery and never remembers to put her camera on charge. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, get to know my sexuality. I wanna know who I am, you know? Like, fully. 2017 was the year of self-love. Last year was kind of like the year of acceptance. This year is just like the year of discovery. So, moving forward with that theme, get to know my sexuality. Number 10, I want to take more photos. Now this is actually kind of because of Jerry. So for our anniversary, we just celebrated our 1 year a couple months ago, and he bought us these photo albums that he wants to fill, and every time we go on holiday, he takes a camera everywhere with him. Not just when we go on holiday, just when we go like out, like randomly. He will bring his camera everywhere. And I'm so jealous because I'm so used to videoing everything and putting everything on Snapchat or putting everything on YouTube, but I want to have more photos that are just for me, for my friends, for my family, for us a lot to look at, and just actually have physical photos in a photo album. I don't have a lot of pictures from my childhood because my dad's place flooded when I was a kid, and a lot of that was damaged, destroyed, ruined, gone forever. So the only photos I really have are kind of like ones from when I was very, very little that my mum took, or family photos or school photos of me growing up. So I don't really have like a lot that I haven't taken myself in my teenage years, you know? And most of the photos I take are of the people I love. There's this thing that I read about where a lot of people tend to take photos of the things that they love instead of taking photos of themselves. And I don't have like all of my memories of my friends and stuff, unless it's a selfie that I've taken that's like all of the squad. I'm not really in pictures. It's mainly because I don't like my face, but it's also just because I'm the one with the camera. So it's really weird that Jerry started taking photos of me, but it's kind of made me want to have myself in my own photos, so I want to take photos more. I'm going to get a couple of disposable cameras. I also have an app on my phone. I forget what it's called, but it's basically like a disposable camera. The photos take like 3 days to process on your phone, and you can't look at them until then, which is pretty cool. Makes you live in the moment more, worry less about like, am I getting the perfect lighting, perfect angle, or whatever. And I just want to be able to enjoy things and have good memories to look back on, because EDS is affecting my memory. I have brain fog all the time, and my short-term memory is going to shit. So yeah, that's why I write in diaries, that's why I journal a lot, and that's also why I started YouTube and vlogging and things, was just because my memory's getting terrible. So I want to have something like physical that I can hold that isn't online, because with a lot of things online, you can lose them, you can get them deleted, like websites go down, whatever. And I just want to have them somewhere I can keep them I know that does also mean that I have to avoid floods so that not everything gets ruined like what happened in the past, but like disposable cameras. Cool, right? 11, I want to make a difference in someone's life. And I kind of already tried to do that on my Instagram by raising awareness of EDS and, you know, putting out my struggles and everything, make people feel better about their shitty lives by showing them my shitty life. But I mean, like, I always go to my friends if I see them down and I'm like, hey, I'm your ear, I'm your idiot, I'm your free therapist. But I actually want to like start fully making a difference in the people's lives that I care about and also strangers. So I am going to be more like involved and present and lifting people up. Woo! 12, forgive people for the little things. I know I just said I was gonna cut toxic people out of my life, but I mean, like, if somebody just does something that's just like slightly inconvenient and slightly annoying, I'm not like a petty person, I don't really hang on to grudges and stuff, but there are those few times when I'm like, do you know what, just to be a bitch back, I'm just gonna like wallow and make you suffer a bit more. But that's a really bad thing to do. I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. My life is already pretty messed up as is, so forgiving people for the little things. 13, I want to get active more. Now I do have an appointment with physio in 2 days and I am working on building up my strength and dancing more and just like getting out of the house more and actually walking and trying to make my body do stuff. But I want to like go swimming. I want to maybe get back into running sometime in the near future. Like I want to be able to go on like my Sunday morning jogs again because I miss those. I miss getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning and going for a run when nobody's out. But I haven't done that since I was in college because my body went, my health went, and I just, so I want to get more active now that like I'm kind of sorting my health out a little bit and getting more on top of things. That'd be fun. 14, every single week. I was gonna do it every day, but then I realized that like some days I'm just not gonna have the energy and some days I don't get out of bed. So every week I'm gonna do one thing that scares me, something that gets my heart racing, activates my anxiety, and makes me want to shit myself. Whether it is putting my hand up more in class, whether it is calling out people for like shitty stuff they do, I just want to do something that scares me, you know? Live a little, feel alive. 15, I want to scrapbook uni. Now I have boxes upon boxes of crap that I've collected. Each one is split into different terms. So I have 8 boxes currently. The 8th one is being filled up as we speak of the stuff going on in this summer term from July to September, and then the last one will be September to December. But I want to get it all out of the box. The things that I can get out of the boxes, I want to put into a scrapbook. I do have a wonderful scrapbook that I started. My friend Owen got it me, another one from Best Love that's moved over to Sociables, for Christmas last year when we did Secret Santa. Well, not last year, it was Christmas of 2017, it was when we first came to uni. He got me this gorgeous scrapbook. It's wooden, it's got a wooden front and back, and it's got a giraffe on it, and it is so gorgeous. Honestly, like I genuinely almost cried. Like it means so much that we'd only known each other for a term and he'd already bought me the perfect Christmas present. That is true friendship, and a friendship that is currently standing the test of time. So I want to scrapbook everything in that one scrapbook and just have it as my uni one. And yeah, maybe it'll be something that I do once I finish, in between leaving in December and graduating in March, when I have like nothing to do for a couple months whilst I wait for training contracts and life to sort itself out. But I want to scrapbook uni because I scrapbooked everything up until uni that was to do with Buckingham University and like my journey to Bucks. I even have a Bucks box of all the stuff that I collected in the 10 years before I even came to this campus. And like I just want to have something visual, something where like physical, where I can see all of the good times. 16, momentarily forgot to count. I want to mend some open wounds. I have been through a lot in my short 20 years on this planet, and I'm over some stuff, I'm getting over some stuff, but there are like the little things that I neglect because I tend to focus on like the big dramas in my life, and not sorting out the little things. So I want to mend some open wounds, reach out to some people, let some people who used to be in my life know that it's okay that they left me, and I'm good with that. I've accepted it, and make peace with them, because there's a lot of silence. A lot of us haven't spoken since the initial fallout, and I just want to like tell them that it's okay, that I don't mind, and I'm a better person for it. And I actually made the transition from high school, college to university a lot easier, moving from Wales to England, not having all that baggage with me, not having all those people. So yeah, I just want to reach out to those who used to be a big part of my life and just let them know that I still think about them sometimes. I still care about them. I wish them happiness in life, and yeah, just mend some open wounds. 17. Why do I keep forgetting how to count? I want to give back. Whether this is to the EDS community by just keeping up my full disclosure of my life and all the shitty things I go through, or if it's like being a bit more charitable, because I used to do a lot of charity work and volunteering when I was younger, and now I don't because I'm trying to focus on me. But I want to give back to not just the organizations that have helped me, but the ones who have also helped my family and my friends, and I want to give back to my family and friends and just spread some love and some joy and tell everybody that I love them and I like them in my life and stuff like that. Yeah, just spread a little positivity, you know? 18. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? Are we on 18? Maybe. I want to pay attention to my mental health. Now, I went to therapy around this time last year because of a sexual assault that went on campus. The university made me go to therapy, talk it through. And I left without actually like saying goodbye to my therapist because it just wasn't working. It wasn't the right time in my life, and like I was over the events, kind of. I was like over it. I didn't want to talk about it. Like I was coping with it on my own, finding my own way past it, way of moving forward. And I just like, I didn't want to keep rehashing the same night over and over again, or the same 2 nights rather, because there was 2 of them on campus, plus the guy that did it for a couple months, who's no longer in my life. The guy who wanted to take me on a bike ride, yeah. So I just didn't want to rehash things, so it wasn't a good time in my life, so I walked away from it. Now I use the Spill app. It was advertised through uni for students of this university, and I actually really like it. And you don't have to use it all the time. My therapist messages me every Monday and Thursday, and I can reply as often as I like, whenever I like, and she'll just get back to me. Her name is Hannah. She's really cool. She's really sweet. She knows about EDS, and she's just a good person to talk to. And because it's not like face-to-face, it's any time of the day, regardless of when it is. I messaged her once at 4 o'clock in the morning when I was in London with Jerry because I had a nightmare about a video game character killing me, and I was like pretty freaked out. So I was like, hey, just letting you know, this is going on, but I'll be fine in the morning. I wasn't, like, I'm still terrified of that same video game character, and I don't know why. I don't know why they're in my dreams, but I remember it's a recurring nightmare, and I don't know how often I've had it because I always forget about it, and this is the only time I've remembered, because I remember like when I get in the dream, I know how it works, but outside in real life, I genuinely don't remember how many times I've had it, but the dream is so familiar to me, I must have had it like at least a couple times. I don't know when it started, I don't know when it will finish, but I'm still fucking terrified. But yeah, I want to focus on my mental health because people with EDS are like more likely-ish to get anxiety and depression, and I have anxiety and I have had depressive episodes. Me and my GP agreed to call them episodes of sad so that like it wasn't like a big deal and it was never going to become a big deal, and we could like work through it and micromanage my sad parts kind of thing. Like, if you get what I mean, kind of not make it into a bigger thing than it needs to be, so just call them episodes of sad. Mental health is important, and it's just as important as physical health, and I have terrible problems with my physical health, and I don't really want any more problems with my mental health. So, if we're gonna work on the physical aspects of life, we're also gonna work on the mental ones. 19! This many. I want to buy myself some flowers. I have been bought flowers by boyfriends past and present, but I tell them not to, generally because I have hay fever and I don't want to kill more plants, kind of things. I have cacti that I've been keeping going since I went on a double date to IKEA in the first term of uni. So like October, November of 2017, and they're still alive. They live in my kitchen. They're great, right? But flowers, I always get really sad when they die, but they make me happy while they're here. So I figure if I buy flowers like on a regular basis and keep changing them out and keeping them fresh, then life will be happier and great, and it'll just add a pop of color to the room and, you know, make me happier. But yeah, hay fever is a genuine problem, so maybe not like a load of flowers, maybe just like one vase like on the table. So my camera died again, so I made myself a cup of tea, had a shower, all that good stuff. All right, let's do number 20. 20! I want to meditate. I used to meditate daily. I practice mindfulness. A lot of you guys know this. When I was studying psychology, schizophrenia and mindfulness therapies were like the two topics that I enjoyed the most. And one was purely just out of academic interest. The other one was I should put this into my life. I should put this into practice kind of thing. Obviously, the mindfulness one was put into practice, not the schizophrenia. Some people think I have something mentally wrong with me, but I promise you I do not have schizophrenia. Anyway, I would like to meditate more. I used to meditate daily, and then life got in the way and uni got in the way, and now I only do it like, I still do it a fair amount, but not as much as I would like to. And the thing with this whole list is that they are small things that over time will make a big impact, but most of them only require a few minutes to like an hour out of my day, and or even out of my week, right? And that honestly is not a lot of time. So these are just little things that I want to put into practice. Meditation, again, good for mental health. I also I want to have some time in the day to just check in with myself, because I feel like I don't do that enough lately. You know, I spend a lot of time alone, especially now that this room is empty. This is my housemate's old bedroom, but he's moved out now. He still pays rent and stuff, but like I'm living on my own at the moment. And even though I spend a lot of time here on my own, I'm doing work, or I'm reading, or I'm doing social media stuff, or I'm filming auditions, etc, etc. I don't really have time to just sit down and be present with myself and what is currently bugging me. I do at the end of the day, you know, when I write in my diary and stuff like that, or when I'm like going on a rant on Snapchat, but meditation is a lot more personal and a lot more freeing, and there's no like right way to do it, there's no wrong way to do it, it's just what you want to think about, what you want to focus on, what you want to be present with for a couple minutes. And I think that it'll really help bring some more positivity into my life and help me not to dwell on things, because I've got a specific time in the day when I can just think things through. And that's why I really like meditation, why I really want to go back into it. But anyway, that brings us to the end of the list. Feel free to plagiarize this list, edit it however you want, add your own things, do some crazier things, go for it. This, hopefully, at the end of 20, will be so ingrained in my life that next year, 21 for 21, can be completely different things. I'm constantly trying to improve myself, and I love personal growth and self-love and all that stuff. And hopefully this list will become my life, and that's what I'm really looking forward to. That is my end goal. So when I hit 21, I can look back at this list and be like, hey, I am a better person, I'm a wiser person, I'm a happier person, and the environment I have and the people I have around me is great. And that's pretty cool. That's a really good thing to look forward to, especially when the world we live in can be so shitty at times, and my health can also be so shitty at times. And I did also want to add a bonus one to this list of just like find the causing gene for hypermobile type EDS, but I suck at science, so like if scientists haven't found it yet, there's no chance of me finding it. But there's a bonus one, like wishful thinking. Find a cause for EDS, hypermobile type. The other 12 types already have causes. Yeah, I'm always last. I'm last for everything, guys, like it's fine. That is it for this week's video, guys. If you'd like to, be sure to give a big old thumbs up, as well as links down in the description, so make sure you go follow me, subscribe, and I'll see you next time with a brand new video. Ciao, mwah, bye!